Matt's working on getting the trans out of Fran's race car. Get it refreshed. New clutches, all that stuff. So he's got some downtime in between next race, so might as well get the trans nice and new. So you don't have to worry about it. Alright guys, back here for another day. The trans and the diff mounted up. Got the converter on there. Matt's getting ready to put it up in the car.
Fucking AN fitting was snapped off. It's fucking during shipping.
Not good.
Pretty fucking sick. Alright, better swapped out.
That converter looks crazy. Checking back with Matt.
I'm checking in. Hey Eric, can I check on you?
You just did, bud. You just did a full check on.
Matt's having a conniption over there, but he got the old control arms off. Getting the new ones on, got the new transmission in, got the diff in again, so looking good. Getting the race car buttoned up for the next race, which is in about a month, I think Fran said. Also gonna throw these new coilovers on, shocks, whatever you want to call them. Pretty serious looking for a race car, but yeah. And there's a spider. Sick. But it's coming together. It'll be ready to rock, and get some testing in before the next big event. So yeah, Fran will have it dialed in.
All right, I'm really slacking this time. I wanted to do a little intro and everything on the way down here, and forgot. We were just trying to get here before the gates closed at 9 p.m. and we got here at like 8:35 or something along those lines. We're in Bristol, Tennessee. Super cool track. Never been here before. Definitely awesome. In the new trailer, as you guys can see. I'll probably do a little trailer review, I guess, because I know you guys probably want to see that shit, but I bought another stacker, so I'm standing under the lift currently right now. But bought another stacker. Just so much better with room and everything like that. Like, the other one was literally like the hardest Tetris puzzle you've ever done every single time we had to put the car in the trailer. And it sucked because we had to put the smart car in first, and the smart car had to sit like right here, and it had to be in the exact perfect spot. And on the old trailer, the toolbox was over here, so it was in front of the toolbox. And then my car was in here, so like every time we needed to do anything, like we got a flat one time on the trailer, and I have two spare tires. One of them was in the compartment underneath the smart car, but thankfully I have two. So that one we just kept in the bed of my truck. But we didn't have tools, and the toolbox, we could only open the drawer like this much. Thankfully we were able to reach in and get the tools we needed. Whatever, that sucked. And then when we get to the track, we had to unload the race car first and unload everything that's in the trailer to pull the smart car out. Like, it just sucked. This one, we put my race car up top. I'll walk back here and you guys see, like, whatever, there's a lift stuff up there. So we put my race car and stuff up top, and then we put the smart car down below, and then we can just pile a bunch of stuff around. Like, I had the dirt bike in front of the smart car, all that stuff, like just tons of room, so much easier. It won't take like an hour and a half to load the car anymore. Just because like we can load whatever, like I can load the race car up top, and then we can load other shit. It's just so much easier. Whatever, long story short, we're here. I changed front and rear shocks on the car, got 2 more inches of travel in the front. I did a Farks lower control arm on the rear, which changes the shock, did some other stuff there, did canister, Menser shocks all the way around. Well, canisters in the rear, but they redid my front ones. We just did all that to the car. and it's ready. I got some quick jacks to the car so we can jack it up now, which work pretty good on the Corvette. I obviously can't use like the normal race car jacks that you see everyone use because they go in the center of the car, and if I got to pull the drivetrain out of it, can't do that. Other than that, I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, but 124, I think that's the best that we've done on this. So.
Well, we're gonna go better now.
Good.
The car looked much happier.
Well, because it's got that fucking travel.
It's got room to move. Before it couldn't move, you had to just try and like manage the tire.
It off. It just fucking hits the tire.
Exactly, and you couldn't manage this tire.
Got the tractor out there now, so hopefully that means we're getting close to the end. I was trying less than 30 pounds of oil pressure. Left, straight, left, straight, right.
I think it went right up against, it lifted the front wheel and it almost looked like it probably went right against traction control. It was dancing the front wheel.
Made 2 hits today. I didn't have any GoPro footage of that. First hit, we also changed gears. Put a 389 gear in it. It had a 370 gear in it. I had no idea what it was going to do because, like I said, we changed the full suspension and the gears and everything. First rip went right down. Went a 124/60. Went a 490 at 150. Second rip, we changed a little bit. Tried to go faster. Same thing, 124/160 as opposed to a 124/0. And it went a 492 at 150. Once it got out, it kind of hazed the tires and you know, so it slowed the car down. But other than that, we're having some other issues. We think, an oil pressure issue. Oil pressure on those 2 passes kept dropping down to like 15 low. But we think it was a sensor issue because if it's got 15 pounds of oil pressure 2 passes in a row like that, like first we thought it was low in oil. We looked at the filter, cut the filter open. It was fine, no metal in it, so we put 2 more quarts of oil in it, and it did the same exact thing. So, and if you do 2 passes in a row like that on a car like this with that oil pressure, it's going to destroy it. No metal in the oil again. Looked at all the push rods. All the push rods are fine. Lash is still fine, so it's not eating up the lifters or anything like that. So we think it was just a sensor issue because as soon as I got on the trans brake, it'd make 90 pounds of oil pressure. So I went to, since it still runs a factory Z06 oil pressure sensor, just controlled by the fuel, or logged by the fuel tech, I went to O'Reilly's and got another one and just put it in. So we'll see what it does this pass. I'm gonna set up the cameras and stuff so you guys have it now. I know this is a long intro, I'm sorry, but I know you guys like this, the race car shit. So that's where we're at.
Time to take a chance to fly, feeling like I'm
I told you I brought my GoPro last pass and I was going to record all that. I brought my 360 GoPro and I forgot to put a fresh battery in it. So I didn't record last pass. I raced John Doc, who's talking a bunch of shit online, and he got fucked up. It's about that. All in good fun. It's good to see him out here. I'm glad to see someone else running the class. Other than that, I told you we had an oil pressure issue. It was going down to like 10 pounds of oil pressure. But it was like doing it weird. Like it'd make 90 pounds when I got on the trans brake, and as soon as I left, and it's like the higher the engine revved, like the less pressure would go. But like as soon as I let off of the gas at the end of the track, it would come right back up to like 92 pounds. Which it wouldn't essentially do that. If it was actually like cavitating the pump or lines or something like that and losing pressure, it would have to build the pressure back up. So we were thinking it was like, the sensor's been in there forever. We just think the motor just rattled the sensor and then fucked the sensor up. So I went to Advance Auto, like 5 miles down the road. They had a sensor, because I still run a factory like GM Corvette sensor. They had a sensor, I threw a sensor in it, and it had 110 pounds of oil pressure down the track. So, which is good. We didn't think that it had an oil pressure issue. The gauge showed it, but we pulled the valve covers, looked at all the rockers and the push rods and stuff like that, and if the car actually had 10 pounds of oil pressure, it would have ate up all the push rods and the lifters, and it would have destroyed all that shit. And we pulled the valve cover, it was filled with oil, and everything was good. So, thankfully, it was a sensor issue. So I got that fixed. Just made a last rip there for the night, which was our third pass for the day. It was our best pass of the day also. We turned the two-step up. It went a 122.60, it went 489 at 149. Other than that, pretty solid. We're just playing with the suspension still. Just trying to get it to leave and kind of see what it likes and go from there. Tomorrow is qualifying. Car is, I think, ready to go. I'm gapping a set of plugs right now. I don't think we really have to do anything else to it, but I wanted to give you guys an update. I know there's a lot of talking in this video, but it's only me and Don. We got a lot of shit to do, so I don't always think or remember to pull up the camera and talk as we're doing it. But I'll give you a recap. But that's it. See y'all tomorrow. I don't know where I left off last night. It's when I was gapping plugs, but I don't know if that was after our last pass. I think it was. We went at 489. We got talking last night, all this shit. We're speeding up the blower. I had a gear set in there to go quarter mile and to go like 8,800, 8,900 RPM. So we changed it. I sped the blower up, and we're still good to like 8,400, 8,500 without overspinning the blower. So me and Don pulled it off this morning, changed the gear set, put it all back together, changed the fluid in the blower and obviously the gear drive since we had it apart. It's got fresh plugs in it, and we're ready to go for Q1, today's qualifying. So the guy I had to race was a pretty fast nitrous car. I guess he burned it up last night and burned like 3 pistons or some shit, and the lighting burned up 3 pistons or something, and so he's out. So granted, it was only qualifying, so it doesn't matter, but I'll make a single run, my first pass. We'll have the GoPro in it for today. So I'll give you guys updates after my passes. About it. See you there.
it didn't move 2 inches. So obviously speeding up the blower affected it a lot. But it's also ridiculously hot out right now. $495, 150. Hit the traction control a couple times, but it's whatever. We just needed to get down the track on this new gear set to get some data because it was making a bunch more boost and whatever. I'm happy with that. Now we can see what it was doing, see how much boost it's making, and play with that. Go from there.
All right, that pass, good pass. If you'll notice in the video where it was like, like it hit traction control twice. Actually, it wasn't, well, it was a form of traction control, but it wasn't trying to spin the tire. It was trying to go faster than we were trying to allow it to go. And we didn't think that it would try and go that fast. But suspension looked planted, everything looked planted, and it just got outside of the drive shaft curve on the top side of it and hit it, and so it cut it hard. So we're gonna, now that was whatever, now the sun's going down, it's getting nice and cool. I'm trying to hit it.
Boys here. God, since we were up there for fucking an hour again, my fucking headset died literally right before I go up there. Because I could hear Don before my burnout, all that. Obviously you could hear us talking. And of course, after I do my burnout, I can't hear him. The fucking battery dies. It was like oil down after oil down after oil down after whatever. But went in 87 at 151, which is the fastest pass of the day and weekend. Oh God, it's 10:15 at night. Of course the radio dies, like...
Dude, it literally only does it after you do the burn.
I just said, I'm like, we were up there for a fucking hour and a half, talked it on 900 times. As soon as I do my burnout, it dies. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm like, God, that was a long day. But it's out of their control. You know what I mean? Not like I'm obviously talking shit. It's just, I guess the big cleanup was like a Pro 632 car or whatever left a drain plug off of his rear diff. And when he did a burnout, it left like a ton of gear oil, like all over, like right on the starting line or something. So that took a little while to clean up. Gear oil is not easy to clean up. Fuel's easy. It'll evaporate and they can burn it off pretty easily, etc. But gear oil is tough. We took 25 pounds out of this. We were 3250, so we should be like 3225, 3230 right now, hopefully. We don't know exactly how much that bar is, but we think it's like 20 pounds, 20 some pounds. Thank you, sir. 3235. Thank you, sir. You too. Well, it blew the fucking tires off. Well, that's it for our weekend. But it's ridiculously hot out right now, and we had to try and go fast. He went in 83 next to me, in the middle of the sun, which I didn't even do that last night. So My chances of doing that today are nearly impossible.